We are going to pick up from where we left yesterday. We're going to discuss more and more about the internet, learn how it works, learn the services that we can use on the internet. I believe the last service we spoke about yesterday was Slack, when we were talking about collaborative spaces. Is that correct?
Yes.
I may not be YouTube channel so that you are actually able to, recap, even follow along, which and stuff like that. I don't know if anybody is going by YouTube. I'm not that. Oh, muda ndikurongere data.
Magona.
Ndenda gona handiti. Makamauta undipa ma-address. Hanzi she saw my phone number, my ID number, and your names, when I was trying to process nyadzini dzimandikirikini. Komune muchitadza seiko kuunganidza information iyoyo, guys. What's wrong? Hapana coordination here. What team building exercise.
Say, takasenda one is it?
Aiwa, vamweni vaindinetsa winbox. Umwe achizoona information yake yet my class repari. Come on, we can do better than that. Handiti? Okay, so today we are going to talk about games, my gaming platform and my streaming platforms. Handiti? We're also going to talk about useful services and useful shortcuts that allow us to do certain things or do specific things on the internet. Then we are going to talk about safety and privacy on the web. Then we talk about cybercrime. Then we talk about Web 3.0 and beyond. Yeah, so we should have just about enough time for us to go through those items. So how many of us have ever played my games, my video games? Just show by raising your hand.
Almost everyone.
Okay, almost everyone. I did it. In my personal favorite, and not almost every other day Candy Crush. Don't get me wrong, but you will find there are many other types of games. There's even a FIFA World Cup, electronic arts, FIFA, my video games. I don't know, I know there are FIFA in my video games. And people actually win a lot of prize money for playing video games. So these video games are played either by my PC or they are played by my consoles. And how many of us are not Zion on the console? Yes. So can you tell the others what a console is? Yes. And what is that? Which allows you to play my video games. So it's built for the purpose of my video games. Be it you're playing my multiplayer games, where you have to connect on a network and you're streaming into a single server, muchitamba gameplay. So these are devices that are built specifically for that. So they have some huge capabilities when it comes to processing my graphics, because you find my games, they're very graphic intensive. And you also have powerful processors as well, because they need to do runtime physics very, very quickly. Of course, I know in our team, some people may be interested. I don't know. Is anyone interested in developing games?
Yes.
I did it. Yeah. So we don't want to leave anyone behind, and we don't want to leave any stone unturned. We want to talk about these things because we want to offer everyone an avenue yekuti akwanise kutanga zvinhu zvaane passion nazvo, zvaane interest nazvo. So be it you want to do game development, how do you even start? How do you model? And how do you script? What is the physics engine? Teaching on the Unity. What is Unity 3D? And all those other things, we'll be talking about them as we, of course, get the feedback and get that inquisition from all those people vanenge vane interest nekuda kudzidza more about it, because hapana chinhu chisingagoneki. Nini, that's my mantra. That is what I believe, and that is what I hope you will also adopt in your learning. Kuti, you have no boundaries. Rather, anything that interests you, you pursue it and try to understand how it works. So these games, they're developed by huge companies. Some of them are billion-dollar, games. And then panozoita one hit wonder. I don't know if anyone remembers Game Rain's Angry Birds. So those people raked in a massive amount of money because vakagadzira concept kakanakidza. We also have some games like Fortnite, some games like what's this one? What is it called? Minecraft. So there are so many different types of games, and some people earn a living by simply playing games. So you will find there are certain platforms like Twitch. Let me see if I can put it in the chat right there. Has anyone ever heard of Twitch.tv? Yabuda ere message yangu. Nezuro maida isikubuda kanezuro. Apa yanga iri meeting yangu. Unotoshaya kuti sei isingabudi apa meeting yangu. Anyway, yeah. So these are platforms that exist, and you go to our homepage at Twitch, and let's quickly go pa homepage at Twitch. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen quickly. I don't know kana muri kuona.
Yes.
I did it. So can you see kuti pane tuma text one's live, all these things. You can see them.
Yes.
And you can also see kuti these are games. Just Chatting, Fortnite, Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto, Valorant, FIFA 22, Apex, League of Legends. And you see all these are games, Yeah. So what's happening here? Someone I know gonna tamba a video game actually streams themselves vachitamba video game irorero onto the platform the Twitch. And because you're so good, you get 25,000 people watching your video just because because that's how good you are. So this is one way other people are using my digital platforms to actually monetize the time and monetize my digital skills. Because you know what? They sit there, they play their games, they're so good, and people actually tune in just to watch them play. And then they make money from that. So this is stuff that is happening on the internet. And I don't know, Diana Tanga was for the first time today. Oh, Sakamai is out there. All right. All right. Anyway, it's a relatively interesting concept, and zvinonakidza. Then the next thing that we want to also talk about is some useful shortcuts and services when you're on the internet. So how many of you have ever used a VPN? So Brian, there gaga chance VPN. I remember by the time I got over WhatsApp with the government. So I'm gonna install about VPN.
We all used VPN.
I did it. Everybody has used the VPN. I did it. But do you actually understand? Do you actually understand what it is and how it works? If anyone can give a quick explainer to the rest of the class, kuti VPN chi we no shanda si. Anyone? Tipe.
I would like to try VPN from my own understanding is virtual private network, and it's a network and it exists, but it exists in the virtual form, but it's private. It's not governed names, in companies, a certain company can have its own VPN. By VPN, certain company, there's no other net, like other companies cannot share that network. You're going privately for that certain company.
Okay. Watogume. Ausati watitsanangurira kuti saka pataiisa VPN pa WhatsApp papa chichaizoita kuti WhatsApp ishande, but kana pasina VPN isashande. Yes, Brian.
I think the VPN, it hides your IP address. When you are browsing, it hides your location in Zimbabwe. So those are the internet because hide my IP address.
Anyone wants to give another try? Yes?
Yes.
VPN servers network. So from Pacho, since my days WhatsApp we cut off from using my local networks. So for that VPN, we connect to another server. That belongs to someone else, another organization, another company.
Okay, wonderful. It looks like we all have a fairly good idea. Yekuti chichinonzi VPN, we are. So I want to go a little bit kumashure because Brian introduced the IP address. I want to be sure that we are all familiar with that and hachisi chinhu chinozotivhiringa. Panel group B, IP address, when you hear IP address, do you get what that means or you need someone to explain it to you so that before we actually proceed? Wow, what's an IP address? Come on, guys. No, you can't be silent like this. Okay, let me quickly explain what it is and it. IP address basically inoshandiswa network kuti identify a device that is on the network. So there's a protocol. Yesterday we were talking about protocols, right? Where we talked about HTTP, where we talked about UDP, we talked about FTP, and it. So there's a protocol called Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, DHCP, which basically issues IP addresses within a certain range for my devices that are connected by internet, Papa network. So you find with the network, my devices are on network. As per network, they are standalone. Okay. Then that's good because I think one of the things, Mrs. Mukazoti, we would want to build a local area network to connect our machine as an exercise. Kuti vanhu vaite hands-on kana mukazotitenderawo, because of course it's a good idea as well to have macomputers enyu ari panetwork. Anditi. Yeah. Saka pan anditi. So in order for the network anditi server repa network kuti rizive kuti computer yakagarirwa na blessing iyo inonzi chi, computer yakagarirwa na Brian iyo inonzi chi, yakagarwa nakuda kwashe inonzi chi, ano identify inonzi chi, IP address anditi. IP standing for internet protocol anditi. So it's the address that is used to refer to a particular node or device connected by network. So that's what he was talking about. Now, isusu we have myself on Edwire, and they are connected by network Ethernet, Net 1 or Telecel. And obviously they know the address. Your phone yangu, with phone yangu in network address actually. So what he was probably talking about, actually, hide the IP. Well, it's not that you're necessarily hiding your IP from your internet service provider, because ultimately you want internet connectivity, but rather you are sending the browsing through an application which then doesn't submit to network yedu. I know submit to Ethernet. Rather, in the square traffic, regular traffic, but rather it's kuma servers. That's what he was talking about at the back. Diani at the back. Tinashe, yes. That's what Tinashe was talking about at the back. And they can then manage traffic from their own servers. And so because it goes yakavarwa, and that client is able to actually take my requests you must say and then my responses vanouya yoatora ichafeeda back kufoni kwedu, as though you were communicating normally. Yet unenge uchishandisa a VPN client. So that's what a VPN is. That's what some of these services are used for. And one of the things very interesting about my VPN is if you use it. So in one of my favorite my VPN, which I use a lot, because data remahara 500 megabytes per month, and this is. But this is not data it's not data rekutindokwanisa kushandisa, but it's rather data randokwanisa kushandisa paservice yavo per month is 500 megabytes. So you see, this is an example of a VPN. If you download it, you put it on your machine, you're able to browse as though Urugu America, yet in Zimbabwe. You're able to browse as though Urugu China, even though Urugu Zimbabwe. So if we come here, for example, google.com like this, .uk like this, and it izvi zvakanyorwa apa izvi zvekunzi chishona isiZulu chichewa chisetswana zvakanyorwa apa izvi is because it can detect kuti ndiri muZimbabwe. So that's why it's able to offer izvi. And if you check at the bottom here pakatonzi Zimbabwe, and it. But then if I start my tunnel, and it, I open it up, and this, there it is. Then I say I'm going to browse from Kenya. Yeah. Now when I'm Kenya, go down what you saw. You see that chair and I didn't end up with Kenya. Then I actually refresh this. Do you see now Kutapayanga out Kenya? Can you see that? Hello? 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 Hey guys, vari paZoom. Class inenge yakata you, but the other guys vari paZoom. Talk to me. Hello? Hey, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. So I think I lost you there for the moment. I don't know what you chikunzwanana here. Maona here example and demonstrate.
Aiwa.
Yes.
Pamazoenda kuchannel bed tinozoona.
Oh, panenda channel boy, I'm not so okay. But anyway, ndavhura channel bay handiti. Then ndavhura channel bay, I basically browsed Google. Yeah, okay. And you can see at the bottom left corner, kuti Google yangu yanyorwa kunzi Kenya. Can you see it? Yeah. And here apayatonyora kuti Google offered in Kiswahili. That's because already it assumes kuti ndakuKenya. So because VPN traffic yangu inini pairi kuenda kuGoogle iri kuita kunge iri kuoriginate kubva kuKenya. So these guys have maservers anenge ane range yema-IP address yemuKenya. And now I'm part of that cluster. Ndobva ndaita kunge ndiri kubvawo kuKenya. So these are some of the services that we can take advantage of. By internet, say there's something chatiri kuda, and then our location is restricted. We can of course use a VPN kuti tichinje toenda to a location that is allowed. It's an example. And then content, for instance, if you go by Netflix, for you to stream your videos, Netflix. Unfortunately, sometimes because of the location you can't watch certain movies. But ukachija, and you're in a certain location, you can watch them. So these are useful shortcuts and useful services that tokwanisa kushandisa tripa internet so that we can do whatever we want to do. So ameno kuti pane boys rangu, my geeks, because I know in my class there are some geeks. Are there any other interesting services, shortcuts, and tricks that you know the internet that you can actually say, you know what, by internet you can do this, and this? Anyone, shoot. Hello? Okay. I see kuti hapana. But anyway, that's just one example. Of course, as we learn more and as we start doing some real stuff and some real work, you start to learn more and more about actual things that we can do by internet and save ourselves time. So now we want to talk about safety and privacy on the web. Let's talk about some of the risks, some of the problems that have come because of the internet. Can anyone tell me something bad or a problem that has become very prominent because of the internet? Yeah, anyone?
Cyberbullying.
Okay, explain what that is. What is cyberbullying?
Cyberbullying. That's try to like my right words. Like my right words that we explain as cyberbullying.
Yeah.
The use of internet.
Huh?
And nakunza zamataras.
That explain what it is. Can you explain to the class what cyberbullying is?
Well, cyberbullying, from my own understanding, and it's also the is the use of social media to right? As in maybe use of content that affects other people.
Okay. Anyone else wants to give it a shot? Okay. The challenge with the internet is most of the people can do whatever they do anonymously. What about internet? Sometimes you don't have a face, and sometimes the name that you use is not even your name. So you can go and write things that are demeaning to another person. You can go and attack someone else's character, or even outright aggressive towards someone over the net. So that's the cyberbullying aspect that he's talking about. I don't know if someone else can think of something else really wrong because of the advent of the internet. Anyone?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see, loss of or devaluating of the cultural values.
Okay.
Because of the internet. Cultures which are not ours. And by doing so, they are adopting to some values which we consider here in Africa or in Zimbabwe is not necessarily acceptable. Like internet pornography.
Yes.
In some maybe homosexual. But here in Africa, in Zimbabwe, it's against our cultural values. So that mix up and the devaluating of our cultural values due to the use of the internet.
That is absolutely right, Aniti. So the challenge with that is the internet, by its nature, it connects people who come from several different parts of the globe. Aniti. And because of that, you find that share. Culture has always been dynamic, and there's always been cross-pollination. My ideas, people are always, trying to learn something new from another person. So yeah, it's a problem, and it can only happen because we now have this kind of connectivity that has been brought about by what? By the internet. Can anyone think of something else that's now a problem that is now prevalent because of the internet? Come on now.
News.
Oh, you are fake news, exactly. Yeah, so allow me to just take these off. Fake news. Fake news. The misinformation. There are actually some large-scale campaigns by internet to misinform. So yeah, that's definitely a problem that's happening because of the advent of the internet. By internet, one of my problems are like identity theft. And someone can become you. I mean, there was a scam recently where someone hijacks WhatsApp. and then they start asking everyone, are in phone momo could send Amari into my US, something like that, and did it. And then maybe by the time I'm not so sure Munano was at Daga hijacker WhatsApp young when the line actually that or ask for and all that. So you find it's a problem, and it's happening, and it's largely because of the internet and my services are available on the web. Yeah, and someone else put in the chat the cyber theft, online fraud, stealing money online. People are losing a lot of money online. Unoclonerwa card rako handiti wotoona card rangu raklonwa my way zvatodhakwa vanhu vautodini vakutoba. So we want to know some of the ways that we can safeguard ourselves from the risks handiti nema challenges aripo painternet, because we want kuti Trish paanoenda painternet anga ari safe handiti. Trish arimo here Trish kana ndingotaura munhu asimo nhasi urimo ka Trish, ndoda kuti unge uri safe paunoenda painternet. Handidi kuti waenda painternet ka vanhu votanga kukudhiga votsvaga zvinhu votanga kutaura pamusoro pako, or they start exposing some of your private information and things like that. We don't want that. And so how can you as Trish, how can you protect yourself by internet? Can you maybe tell us how you can prevent some of these problems from happening to you by internet? Should. Usanyarara ka Trish ndakubvunza. Connection yangu ichiripo here. Saka sei akanyarara naye. Huh? Trish, what you go somewhere? You have no idea how you can stay safe by internet. Fantastic, exactly. And did not just a password, but you need to have a strong password. I mean, my ego keshen you wakawanda nengane gorera makazvaro. Unofane kubirwa mari. Kana ukuisa date of birth pa password ye Facebook. Munhu anologa in ne date of birth yako. Akutotanga kutonyora zvinhu pawall pako. And you don't want that, right? Yeah, how else can we stay safe by internet? That's a class yakaneta, did.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
We should not download from unknown sources. Downloading articles from unknown sources and putting your information on unknown websites, like those who say you have won this, so put in your credentials, your name, your account number, so that you will deposit money in your account. Those ones, you avoid them. As well as the use of VPN.
Yes, that is correct. Saka we don't want kungoti chese button chiri kuflasha che green chakanzi download now. Kana ungonzi congratulations, you have won something. Aumboziye kuti competition yacho yawakaita ndeipi, but unongonzi win. And you shouldn't fall victim to all those things because they are baiting you directly kuti interact nazo. So you want to avoid that kind of stuff. I know a client of mine, I got download the ransomware. So let me just put it up. It's a nasty piece of software. Yekuti ukai download computer mako, encrypt my files. Imagine all those personal notes, a dissertation or your love letters, and it over encrypt. And all of a sudden, someone is demanding for money from you. kuti umbhadhare handiti akubhadhara then iwe ndopowa chidini powa chizounlockerwa mafiles ako. So it's a nasty ecosystem, and one needs to stay safe on the web, handiti. So let's talk about cybercrime. I know some of the things that are already they speak into cybercrime. Can we have my examples of cybercrime? I know we mentioned fraud, online. What else?
Say I'm Sunziga.
And this one's do you some examples of cybercrime? Okay, what's happening here is that Zoom in a 40-minute limit, so it's going to cut off our session now. I'll quickly request to Brian, can you set up a meeting on the phone or big, so that on the sender, or I can set up another meeting so that we continue with our lesson, because right now it's about to cut off. I was asking for my examples of cybercrime. You can also take the time to get organized. But don't cybercrime, money for my hands. And this really, guys.